Hi, I'm Janet. Welcome to this lesson. In this lesson, we're going to introduce ourselves to poetry and poems. Now, poetry is a form of literature that uses aesthetic and rhythmic qualities of language. Poetry is literally work that expresses feelings and ideas by use of rhythm. Now, rhythm is brought about by many things. One, rhyme. For example, in this poem we've given here, we have some words that are rhyming, like play, day. Grief rhymes with relief, and so they bring about rhythm. Now, poetry is the study of poems. Now, what are poems? A poem is an expression of powerful and spontaneous emotions or feelings. It is an expression which uses various styles to communicate an idea. A poem is a deliberate arrangement of words to put a certain message across. Now, a poem is a song which tells us what people think or what people feel about a certain topic or concern, or how people think about something. Poetry is the collective word for poems, and so a collection of published poems from various parts is known as an anthology of poetry. Let us look at an example of a poem, The Dead by Lawrence Dunbar. This is the debt I play, just for one writer's day, years of regret and grief, sorrow without relief. Put it I will to the end, until the grave, my friend, gives me a true release, gives me the clasp of peace. Slight was the thing I bought, small was the debt I tore, poor was the loan at best, God, but the interest. Now, this is an example of a poem, and this is poetry. So we've said that poetry is the study of poems. We also mentioned that a collection of published poems from various parts is known as an anthology of poetry. Now, suppose this poem was in a particular book, then other poems were also there. So the many poems written together in a particular published text is called an anthology of poetry. That was a brief introduction to poetry and poems, so that maybe later in the next topics we will tackle and analyze poems and know what is inside poems and what is usually tested in poetry. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.